Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a vehicle that is making some absolutely massive claims about the future of mobility. We're talking about the upcoming 2026-2027 Audi Q9L. Let's dig into the material and see exactly how Audi plans to completely redefine the luxury SUV. Right off the bat, we're hit with this bold statement, designed to make them look old overnight. I mean, that perfectly captures what Audi is going for here. The full-size luxury SUV segment, it's incredibly crowded right now. You've got so many vehicles out there just following the exact same kind of stale formula, right? Big grille, big wheels, big price tag. But Audi isn't trying to just compete with today's SUVs. They're aiming to instantly obsolete them. They want to create a generational leap so massive that everything else parked next to it literally looks like a relic from the past. Section 1. Designing pure authority, moving beyond the messy grille. So to understand how they plan to pull that off, we really have to start with the exterior. The design focus here is a true exercise in restraint. Yes, the front grille is massive, but it's calculated. It gives off this architectural authority rather than just looking aggressive or random. You know how so many SUVs today try so hard to look tough and just end up looking chaotic and busy? Well, the Q9L avoids that entirely. It uses a super wide stance with these incredibly sharp, purposeful hood lines. The roofline is confident. It doesn't swoop down into that cramped, coupe-like compromise that just robs your passengers of headroom. And when you look at the back, that broad, stable, planted rear view gives the whole thing this long, undeniably expensive look. Just picture this rolling up quietly to a luxury hotel or a big business meeting. It commands absolute presence, but it doesn't need to shout to get it. And look, it wouldn't be an Audi if we didn't talk about the lighting. They're calling this front light signature the digital stare, which honestly sounds a little intimidating, but it creates this cinematic lighting theater that just elevates the whole experience. Imagine unlocking this car at night. The headlights wake up in a sweeping sequence, the rear light bar glows across the back. It's like a piece of emotional theater. In this top-tier segment, buyers want to feel a connection before they even pull the door handle, and the startup animation absolutely delivers that. Now, the wheels masterfully blend two totally distinct personalities. On one hand, you get the elegant feel of a grand tourer, perfect for that high-speed, aerodynamic luxury. But on the other hand, it mixes in the rugged, powerful, go-anywhere stance of an off-road machine. This contrast is such a brilliant takeaway from the design specs. It gives the Q9L a vibe that is decidedly premium and refined, but absolutely not fragile. It just looks ready for anything you throw at it. Moving on to Section 2, a digital command center, entering the digital luxury lounge. Now, what's really interesting here is how that striking exterior just sets the stage, because the real transformation happens the second you open the door. We're seeing a clear shift from the past to the future. Old luxury on one side relies on heavy leather, a ton of wood, a confusing dashboard covered in scattered buttons, and static features that literally never change once you buy the car. It's kind of cluttered, right? But new luxury is a whole different ballgame. It's all about digital intelligence and AI integration. The screens blend seamlessly into the architecture. You're getting a clean control room where the tech feels totally invisible when you don't need it, but it's instantly powerful and ready the second you do. And we've got to talk about the name itself, because that L in Q9L is a massive deal. It stands for a longer, much more spacious personality. This is absolutely not your average cramped three-row family hauler. By stretching that wheelbase, Audi's prioritizing generous legroom, incredibly wide seating, and a literal first-class experience for the second row. It takes the interior from being just a basic cabin and turns it into an executive lounge. Everyone gets the VIP treatment here, not just the driver. To really wrap our heads around this new luxury, let's walk through the AI experience sequence. It basically happens in 3 distinct steps. First up, unlocking. You're greeted with that subtle lighting theater we talked about, setting a super calming mood right off the bat. Step 2, entering. Before you even sit down, the AI knows your profile. The seats automatically adjust, the cabin temp is dialed right into your exact preference, and your favorite audio is queued up and ready. So no more manually fixing the mirrors or fighting over the climate control after someone else takes it for a spin. And step 3, driving. The navigation doesn't just show you traffic, it actually learns your habits. It predictively routes you based on your driving style and proactively suggests charging stops, gas stations, or even rest breaks before you even realize you need one. The whole ecosystem is just constantly working for you. But, perhaps the absolute most crucial element of this entire digital ecosystem is over-the-air updates. Remember how we said old luxury basically aged the second you drove it off the dealership lot? Well, the Q9L is built to keep evolving. Audi can push software refinements, navigation upgrades, and entirely new interface features directly to the vehicle long after delivery. Your car literally gets better and smarter over time. How cool is that? Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds into the concept of the calm co-pilot removing stress from the drive. To help manage its massive footprint on the road, the vehicle features a seriously robust suite of driver assistance tech. We're talking advanced adaptive cruise control for those long, tedious highway stretches, automated parking support so you literally never have to sweat a tight parallel park again, and a crystal clear 360-degree camera system. But more importantly, it packs intelligent emergency systems that just work quietly in the background, constantly keeping an eye on your blind spots, reading traffic signs, and watching out for unexpected obstacles. The whole philosophy behind this is just brilliant. It's safety that feels like a calm co-pilot, not a frightening alarm system. I mean, we've all been in cars where the safety tech just constantly beeps and flashes and interrupts you, right? It makes the drive way more stressful than it needs to be. But the Q9L is designed to offer this quiet, watchful reassurance. It reacts way faster than a human ever could, protecting your family seamlessly, without turning every single drive into a frantic emergency drill. Section 4. Balance meets practicality, effortless performance, and everyday usability. Of course, all this beautiful design and cutting-edge tech means absolutely nothing if the thing doesn't perform on the road, right? The real magic trick of full-size SUVs is how they dynamically adapt to driving conditions. Thanks to the adaptive air suspension and rear-wheel steering, when you're highway cruising, the suspension literally floats to give you maximum comfort. But hit a sharp corner, it tightens up instantly, granting precise control and making this massive vehicle feel surprisingly small and nimble. And if you hit rough roads, the suspension rises up to maintain perfect stability. It's this intelligent response system that ensures the vehicle feels undeniably expensive and poised while in motion. But hey, we can't forget that beyond the fancy screens and the air suspension, this is still a serious lifestyle machine. It has to handle real life. And that means massive luggage capacity for those big family road trips, incredibly easy access to the third row so you weren't pulling a muscle trying to get back there, and strong towing and travel capabilities for weekend escapes. And it does all of this while maintaining the serene, quiet comfort you'd expect for a high-powered executive commute. Sure, it looks super impressive sitting in the driveway, but it's really built to make your life easier day in and day out. Section 5. The future of premium mobility. Who is the Audi Q9L built for? So the crucial point is, when we map out the target audience from the source material, it paints a very clear picture. This is for buyers who have completely outgrown regular, old-fashioned luxury SUVs and are just tired of the same old formula. At the same time, it targets modern families who desperately need space, but flat out refuse to sacrifice style to get it. Executives are going to love it because it offers exceptional rear seat comfort while still being a total joy to drive. And finally, it's an absolute magnet for tech-focused customers who are demanding future connectivity rather than a car that feels trapped in the past. It's really for anyone who wants absolute presence without losing an ounce of sophistication. And this brilliantly illustrates the one defining idea the source material points to, a glimpse into the future arriving early. The Q9L isn't just plugging a hole in Audi's lineup. It's completely redefining what progress feels like. It proves that the future of the luxury SUV isn't just about making the vehicle physically larger. It's about intelligence, it's about atmosphere, it's about invisible technology, and making every single drive feel like an exclusive event. Which leaves us with this final burning question to ponder. Is the Q9L the definitive future of luxury SUVs, or does it still have something to prove when it finally hits the asphalt? Given the massive leap in design, AI integration, and dynamic performance we've explored today, the entire luxury market is definitely on notice. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope you found this breakdown as fascinating as I did. Keep looking to the future, and I'll catch you next.